Life gain. Arguably one of the most overestimated effects in Magic the Gathering. And still we want to build decks around it. So if you're feeling janky, if you want some inspiration for a nice life gain deck, dear deck brewer, grab a seat, take something to drink, grab a snack, maybe something healthy because after all we're doing a life gain deck, and let's get started. So finally I got to upgrade my life gain deck with some new cards, and those cards of course I got with our partner Cardmarket, the best place to get your Magic cardboard in Europe. And those fine people at Cardmarket, okay, they keep throwing me vouchers. Yeah, something like that. And of course I need to throw them back to you. I like giving away prizes just for you to be here, just for you to support the channel. And if you want to support the channel and be eligible for a voucher, the only thing you need to do is subscribe to the channel. You can also click the bell icon to be notified when the next video is coming out. That's pretty handy. You can also like the video. That's also pretty handy, but only do it if you want to. And of course, if you really want to be eligible for a voucher, I need to know who you are. And for that, you need to leave a comment below. And this time in the comments, I want to try something special. We will write a poem together about a life gain deck. So I will pin the first sentence in the comments below. And in this comment, you need to add it with the next sentence. And we're going to see what crazy poem we're going to invent together. It would be cool if we get like 100 sentences, and then YouTube will probably think this is the best video, and then it will push the content out there and we will all expand into the universe and make this the biggest and most successful Magic channel out there. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen, but well, we can only have fun and try, right? Now, I'm not alone here. I'm here together with my intern, Nora. She is still the second most popular redhead in Magic the Gathering, after Sandra, of course. And Nora, she will do the honors of writing the first sentence of our poem. Nora, are you ready?
A life gain deck. And then we need to add something, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Let me think. A life gain deck. It is as a butterfly sprouting from its cocoon, showing its beauty, but then flying away uncoordinate in all directions and not really achieving its goal.
Beautiful, beautiful. I get you, Nora. I also feel like that when I'm brewing my decks most of the time.
Yes.
So as always, I try to stay within the budget of $50 US. I also put a lot of different cards in my decks, not a lot of 4-offs, maximum 3. And I do this, why? Because I want to give you some inspiration, but also I like to have my games diverse and my decks diverse and flavorful. Now, important in the decks is of course the flavor, the style. And I put this in the basic land slot. And this time I've chosen for 7 plains, as our deck is predominantly white and 3 forests. And I want a lively, serene setting, which I have found in these plains from Taros, created by an artist, which name was made to be in the life gain deck, Raoul Vitale. Nora? Why are you showing me yogurt?
Vitale, like Vitalinea yogurt? No, you don't like it. Maybe you want someone else to do the edits?
No, it's fine. Very well done, very good meme. Thank you. Our Forest Full of Flowers by Volkan Baga is also great for our life gain team. Okay. No more memes, Nora?
Brilliant inspiration doesn't happen every time, Bran. It needs time, patience.
Okay. Well, maybe I just focus on the deck and you just do the edits and you don't do any more memes. So no more memes.
Okay.
Okay. In our LIFEGAIN deck I also included 3 budget fetch lands, Evolving Wild and Terramorphic Expanse. And if I think LIFEGAIN and mana fixing, of course I need to include 4 copies, yes, 4 copies of this Blossoming Sands, and also 3 Radiant Fountains, which all give us a lot of life. Now you'll notice I played a fair bunch of artifacts, so therefore I also included 1 copy of Inventor's Fair and 1 Sequestered Stash. Now all our LIFEGAIN in the deck of course can't win us the game, so we need a little bit of win conditions in the deck. Chalice of Life is a 3 mana artifact that doesn't really do a lot. It gives you 1 life every turn, but when you have 30 or more life it turns into Chalice of Death. You tap it to have your opponent lose 5 life. So a 4 turn clock when you are 30 life, that's really cool, right? What is this?
It's not a meme.
I get it. Nora probably wants to hint at me that we need to put a cat in this deck. Well, I think I got the right one for this one. Felidar Sovereign is a big cat for 6 mana with Vigilance and Lifelink. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 40 or more life, you just win the game. Now in this deck we play quite a bit of spells and artifacts, but we also included some creatures. We start the game with the LIFEGAIN Fox. Filigree Familiar, it gains you life, and when it dies, it draws you a card. Both Mere Retriever and Scrap Trawler get us back some artifacts. And Skyclave Cleric gains us 2 lands. Or it can be played as a land. Centaur Healer gives us 3 life. The Peacemaker gives us 4 life. And no kitchen table deck is complete without some kitchen things. I played 12 LIFEGAIN spells in this deck. Some of them are artifacts that we can get back, and some of them are spells that work very well with an artifact I will discuss later. Both Elixir of Immortality and the Sunbeam Spellbomb give us some life. Heroes Reunion gives us 7 life for 2 mana, and Rest the Weary can even give us 8 life sometimes. The flexible card Blessed Alliance reminds Nora of Pirates of the Caribbean apparently. And Revitalize is life gain and card draw in 1 card. Now this artifact is called Sun Droplet, and it can give you life each turn if your opponent is attacking you, and this can add up over time. Cosmos Elixir is a card from Kaldheim that gives you 2 life at your end step, but in our deck it will also draw us quite a bit of cards. Now sometimes your opponent is really putting the pressure on you and LIFEGAIN is not enough, and therefore we need to call in the fog. Ah yes, nice. Respite prevents all combat damage, but it also adds us some extra life in the process, and it can be a great surprise spell. Sometimes LIFEGAIN is not enough, and then we need some removal and a little bit of revival. Balagat Recovery can get us back any card, and in the early game you can also play it as a land. Source to Plowshares deals with our opponent's creatures, and you don't really care if they gain a lot of life from it. So we play some artifact recursion in the deck, and I also want some mass removal into the artifact slot for that. Both the Stone and the Disc are great removal spells and iconic cards from Magic the Gathering. Doomscar is really good versus very aggressive decks, and Fumigate is maybe a little bit slower, but it also gains us back some life. Now I still have 4 more artifacts that go extremely well in the deck. Isochron Scepter is from the original Mirrodin block from 2003. It's an artifact where you can imprint an instant that costs 2 or less on. So for 2 mana you can then cast this instant every turn. So of course this works well with the cards I mentioned before, like Heroes Reunion or revitalize, or of course respite. Another great artifact is this Maze Mind Tome. It scries, draws cards and gives life. And in this deck you can also get it back easily. Another artifact that's great with all our life gain is the Well of Lost Dreams. It's a bit slow, but when you get it going, it will draw you a bunch of cards. Now, until now, the deck is actually quite cheap to buy. The next card is a bit more expensive, but you can also swap it with a Cosmos Elixir, for example. But they also work very well together. Alhammaret's Archive doubles your life gain and your card draw. So, definitely it has a home in this deck. The last two cards in the deck are Enchantments, and they also like our life gain. Both Griffin Eyrie and Angelic Accord give us some flyers that we can use for defense. And when you get in the late game with these cards, you're probably in a good position to take over the game. So this was our deck, a really fun one. If you ask me, you really have to play it out. And if Nora is okay with this, we can now go to the power rankings. This deck does quite okay in the power department. It's not super easy to play, but I think it's a nice change of pace, so I like it. Of course, it's very defensive, but I like this style as play as well, and it's good value for money. This deck can handle most creature decks, and the card draw can even annoy control decks. If you get a Chalice out early, that is. Only against other combo decks you really need your mass removal to succeed. Now if you're still here, that means you probably are looking for inspiration for our poem, or maybe you just want to find out who won the card market voucher of €10 for this week. Congratulations, Blazing66! Check out the description below how to claim your voucher. So this was our live game deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment in our poem, leave a sentence in our poem, and when you do so, you always keep it casual. Bye!